Welcome to another Age of Empires 4 cassette game. We have in the color orange playing as Jeanne, it's Beastie. And in the color red playing as the Chinese is LoueMT. Welcome everybody to another match of Age of Empires 4. Beastie and Louie in the top 8 players last tournament. Beastie got the first place. Louie did an incredible performance there, catching the attention of a lot of people because Louie was a player that was always there but never like really at the top level, and I think Beastie even said that Louie has a lot of potential. Like he sees him as potentially like winning probably next tournament. If he continues like this, he's becoming really good. And you know what's funny? He trains with him. So, because other players, like I think Marine Lord, and trains with Lucifron and Vortex. I'm not exactly sure about this, correct me if I'm wrong. And Papi Paw obviously trains with Wam, which is our brothers. And Will Beastie just grabs Louie. Now Louie is from China, so time zone is a little bit hard for him. And the other day I saw them on the stream, and basically Louie was playing with Beastie and they were doing some custom games, and I didn't realize, but it was almost 4 AM in China. Like, Louie was still grinding there, you know, to get the opportunity to practice with Beastie. And you know, that says a lot about him. There's another story why I'm wake up at 4 AM watching Twitch, but anyway, if you like this video, don't forget to give a like and subscribe to watch more Age of Empires 4 content. I have plenty of content coming every single day from matches like top players like these guys. So let's back into it. So we have the Chinese against the Jeanne. Jeanne. It's gonna go for the School of Cavalry. Not surprised. I mean, Chinese very defensive civilization. Civilization that basically your strength comes from your economy, but your economy takes a little bit to steamroll, right? So what do they usually do is go to the Song Dynasty, creating 2 Lambards, get a second TC, and take it from there. Just because they can produce villagers faster, they can just have so many villagers in such a short period of time. The problem is how you get there without dying, because probably second TC with Song Dynasty, usually about under 8 minutes if everything goes really smooth. So with Jeanne here, we have a little bit of a problem because Jeanne is a very aggressive civilization. Basically, Jeanne will just go into your base right away to get that experience. I probably will get the board first. Talking about the board, let's take a look at this. One board here, and the other one in the corner of the map. So Louie is gonna get pressure, but Jeanne is not the only thing he needs to worry about. He also needs to worry about the knights. So usually what the Chinese do is delay a little bit their plan, and instead of getting like a Song Dynasty right away or get a second TC, just go to wood, get a barracks, put some spearmen, and then go for whatever is it that you want to do. Otherwise it's gonna be really risky. Sorry about it if you hear me like my throat is like a little bit bad. It's because it is. I don't know why. I don't know why. I mean, cold is really a thing here in where I live in Chengdu. I mean, where I used to live in Lima, Peru. It's not that I used to live, like I go there from time to time, but basically the weather is like first world country, right? It's beautiful. Not too hot, not too cold, stable. It's boring. I can tell you, it's boring. Just because you don't expect this drastic climate changes. But you can wear the same thing every day. And it's not extremely hot that you cannot get out of home. It's not extremely cold that you cannot get out of home either. So in China, I'm having a little bit of a hard time dealing with basically a real winter. That's if I want to call it that way. 8 villagers, gonna get the boar here. Lately I've been getting the boar a lot. Such a huge boost, actually. Such a huge boost. I'm gonna talk a little bit about that in the next video. Just because I learned a couple of things in this weekend that I want to share with you. Economic upgrades going for Beastie. We have double Broadaxe. Going to specialized pick. Is it specialized pick? There you go. Specialized pick. Wheelbarrow. No economic upgrades for Louis yet. He's like rushing to get that second town center. He already have the stone for that. He just needs the wood. You're seeing the Imperial official here to supervise the wood. He'll be having it very, very soon with only 70 villagers on wood. Problem is where he will put it. I think you can get away with putting the town center just close to your base because your deer is at the back. So I mean, as the Chinese, you want to get your resources from the taxes, and also you want to tax your resources. Everything needs to be taxable, and you need to increase like if you don't know, Imperial officials supervise, and I think they basically 20% more resource for everything. So instead of throwing 10, they throw 12. And that's exactly why you want to put your town center next to your base, just so that you can get that bonus from China. Like Louis, scout, Beastie, but he's trying to find the other board. At the same time, another knight here managed to get one villager kill. Takes a little bit longer here, looks like it's gonna go down. And the first knight of the game was killed, but also a villager. A BC going for the board here, again with 8 villagers. The wolf's so annoying. So annoying. And we're starting to see a spearman already. That's the consequence that I told you before. When you don't want to go spearman and you just want to rush your 2TC Song Dynasty, this kind of things happen. You have a knight in your base, like 100% guarantee, and you don't have anything to do with it other than garrison your villagers. I'm hoping that the arrows are enough to kill it. See an outpost going up for Beastie here. Not necessarily an outpost here just because it's so far from his base, but he decides to put an outpost here just in case, you know, just in case the opponent wants to go for the board himself. And finds Beastie there. And we are already almost 9 minutes into the game. Let's switch to income per minute. You know what's really funny? Beast is going with the boar and everything, but the Chinese, it's going... it's having the Imperial official here, and also have a lot of villagers. You already have 10 villagers difference working for him. Where is the villager here? Oh, there you go. A sneaky villager here. Wanna get caught by that Royal Knight. On the back, BC aging up with a Guildhall. What's going on with my pronunciation today? I don't know if it's the throat or something. Anyway, I'm not made for this kind of winter. Anyway, we have the Guildhall. So we have a very economic playstyle coming from Beastie here. Something that we don't see very often when we see players playing John Dark. Usually they are very aggressive. They want to level up John Dark to level 3. So they need to force fights in feudal, and basically if Jeanne d'Arc is level 3 while you're still in feudal, the game most likely will be over. Raid happening here for Louis. Gonna cause some annoyance, but he will need more than one horseman if he wants to defend. The spearman. The surround. The spearman surrounded and Jeanne d'Arc goes down. Surrounded by spears, dead by 1000 spears. It's okay, she's back. Only at the cost of 250 gold, that's all you need. Spears. I'm gonna try to gather here, but the villagers gonna garrison here. There is a hole! Oh my god, that's terrible. This shouldn't happen. But you know, I feel like the new wall system, it's nice, I like it, but it's a little bit buggy. Like sometimes villagers get stuck there, or it just happens things like this. I don't know why. Louis aging up with the astronomical clock tower. With 11 villagers, he will be rushing it. Now basically just start getting upgrades. It's gonna get some man-at-arms. It's already consecrated, so these only cost 75 food. Economic upgrades just going out for Louis here already in Castle Age. At this point, both players should be thinking about getting relics. Let's see who will be the first. That's not Jeanne d'Arc for sure. That's Jeanne d'Arc can actually capture sacred sites on Castle Age. If you don't know about this, it's quite important because you don't need to wait to have a priest to go capture those sacred sites. You can just do it with Jeanne d'Arc, and the cool thing is you will get experience. The Barbican attacking the man-at-arms. Beastie gonna get a villager here, but like the knight is gonna go down. Man-at-arms still gonna do some decent damage. And Jeanne d'Arc, it's dead again, with no army that can support her. But she's back. I think she's back. She will be back soon. Only a little bit more gold. A little bit more gold and she will be back. Raids going out here for Louis. He don't have any military to defend. And those villagers trying their best to take down the knight, but they just take so long. And another horseman comes here, but now the palace guards arrive. More villagers going down for Louis. The good thing is he's in 2 TC Song Dynasty, so villagers is not a problem here. Population in China, it's not an issue. It's not an issue. Oh, we see the first priest getting that relic. Already one coming home for Beastie. Well, the raids keep coming here. Now the nest of bees. You know what, guys? I'm gonna finish the job for you. There you go. Nest of bees joins the field. Ololo attempt, but looks like he won't be able to get away with this relic. Now we will see more palace guards coming from Louis. Meanwhile, Beastie is gonna choose the arbitrator. And the palace guards, a really nice raiding unit. Now there's no military upgrades for them yet, so they're gonna be a little bit squishy. They run fast. They run fast. Another relic gonna go for Beastie. Like Louis, going for the relic in the middle of the map. They already secured this one. Having some walls here. Now the man-at-arms are rising for BC. Interesting going for man-at-arms composition when you're playing the French, because usually, you know, the French knights are quite good. The problem is they're a little bit expensive, and BC's economy is not exactly good compared to his opponent. He's behind like almost 30 villagers difference, so it's just too costly to produce a knight. They're great, but like he's gonna go for just spearman, man-at-arms, albetrayer, albalétrier. Is that right? Like with my French accent, albalétrier. I don't know what this villager's doing, but not gonna have a good ending here. Come on, boy. Oh no. And look at the scream, it's like this. Like, yeah, take that. Now. Will attempt to distract the opponent. Looks like Louis will be on the defensive for now. He has enough stone for a keep. Looks like he's gonna go for a keep. The problem is where he will put it, but Jeanne d'Arc is already level 3. Priest dead by 1000 fireworks. Usual stuff here. And now Spearman defending the raids from Louis. Now looks like Louis will want to go for a farm transition here on the back of his base. Or I already have one for... Never mind, the farm transition is here. There's not enough space for farms here. Am I wrong? Oh, there is enough space here if you chop the wood. He's gonna be securing the gold near his base. While BC gonna be capturing sacred sites with Jeanne d'Arc. He capturing in the north. He also went for a second DC himself to catch up, because otherwise he's just gonna lose, right? Eventually, Chinese, like, they don't have a big army yet, but as soon as they start building army, you're gonna be building army faster than you. And it's just gonna be really hard to defend with very few villagers. It's because you cannot supply your army resources. +2 range defense coming up for Beastie. Not enough military upgrades yet for Louis. I mean, a little bit of peace here. We're gonna mine more stone. Another outpost. Let's check his vision. Farm transition, not there yet, only 26 farms. It looks like he will finish his farm transition and then continue. I don't think he can afford a fight where sneaky little outpost here to have vision on what's the enemy doing. You're just gonna throw it down. It's very classic France protest going on here. Usual stuff. Age of Empires always simulating reality. And now looks like the last Lancer for Louis is gonna go down, but this outpost is gonna be a little bit tough to take. Already fortified. Looks like there's no one here defending the outpost, so eventually it will fall. And we see stone walls going up for Louis. Palace high walls, stone walls. Maybe he's just trying to put a great what gatehouse here? That could be. Only one villager to finish the task. Like he's gonna get some help. Palace guards trying to get something. Gets wrecked on the attempt to get some value out of this. Meanwhile, villagers just gonna go. Louis trying to do his best to take control of the map, starting to wall the segments, saying, "These are my resources." BC start doing the same, starting to wall in the middle. And looks like Louis not really interested in creating more army. He's stopped his military production. BC also, and we know the reason. Red Palace is here. And with the Red Palace, it's gonna be a lot harder to push into the French base. Just because the Red Palace not only is a great keep, but also buff all their keeps and town centers by giving them like a crossbow. So they become really strong against infantry. They really take down infantry so fast, like even town center. So you're in a really good spot when you already have the Red Palace. Everything's good for you. Can't count how many games I lost just because I saw the Red Palace there and I need to deal with that. Meanwhile, Spirit Way. Going for Louis here in the back of his base. Now, Spirit Way basically can act as a drop-off resource. So if you just put it here, your Imperial official is gonna get a lot of tax from the granaries. And remember this? They say like, remember what you did to John Dark, we're gonna do the same to you. Classic experiment surrounding. Now more Palace Guards are going for raid. Unfortunately, these Palace Guards are a little bit squishy. Are we saying elite Palace Guards? Yes, we will. This is one of the coolest upgrades, in my opinion, looking upgrades. I mean, Palace Guards still squishy, but we see 4 nests of bees. Looks like Beastie will have to retreat for now. That's a lot of units on the back. Louis building the wall. Now behind the wall, crossbows gonna start attacking. Never mind, they decide to retreat. There is a lot of Nestos bees. Now you have elite Palace Guards. It's gonna take the outpost in a second. Elite Outlet Trader going for Beastie. Roller short triggers to get the siege superiority. That's a lot of Springles. How many? 6 Springles. Looks like Louis realized this. He doesn't want to lose his siege. Siege is really expensive. You don't want to lose it like in a second hand. You can spend so much resources in siege, and if you lose it, it's such a huge loss for you. Such a huge loss. I don't know what he said, but I think he said something about work, which makes sense. Cannon placements going on for Louis. I'm not exactly sure which outpost yet. It's gonna be this one, the one on the front. Put another outpost here, just in case BC wants to trade. Now Palace Guards. Gonna keep pushing into Beastie's base. Remember, Beastie doesn't have stone walls, so these Palace Guards are just gonna get there. Meanwhile, Louis with the Great Wall of China. Except this place. The rest is he's pretty safe. And Louis also building the Imperial Palace is gonna be here. Let's take a look at his vision. Probably is gonna be pretty much the same because you already have a lot of outposts around here. But we'll take a look. Red Palace, one of my favorite landmarks. Sorry, Imperial Palace. There you go, a little bit of more vision. And he will also be able to see where the villagers are. Which he can now. I don't know if he pressed the button. He didn't press the button, come on, press it. So, if you don't know what this is, Imperial Spice, you can see all the workers for 10 seconds. Usually you want to put it whenever you want to raid so you can check. There you go. He sees them. He sees all the workers for 10 seconds. He knows where they are. And now, this is... a complete distraction here. Aldetrier gonna defend this part of the map. Louis already put a sneaky wall there, so BC won't be able to close this wall. Never mind, he's just gonna go the long way. Look at that. Imperial Palace. Beautiful landmark. Meanwhile, Palace guards are just waiting for the Imperial Palace to actually tell them where the villagers are. Because if you know where they are, you don't necessarily need to run all over the map to try to find them. Now, Keep is gonna go for the Chinese here. Louis sending how many villagers? 28 villagers to build a keep here. Meanwhile, Siege QT activated. Cannon, covering, three Magonels, 6 Springles. Wow. Let me take a screenshot of this. Now, BC is very well known for liking Siege. He's a Siege enjoyer, and he's really good at that. And I was talking to a friend, like... not a friend, but I asked on Twitch, like, hey, like, you're already a very good player, you already played with BC, and you haven't win yet. Well, what is it? Like, well, what does he has? And he told me, well, he's very good with Siege. And as soon as he gets to that point, like, he will just beat your Siege with his, and basically he's really good at microing Siege. Meanwhile, Palace Guards are gonna take down this keep, and a lot of villagers will go down. And BC taps out. He knows he cannot defend the push of the Chinese. Wow. What a game.